We had always wanted to visit Yellowstone National Park. We'd made a quick drive-through last year while traveling nearby, and that gave us a taste of what the park had to offer.
Go off to the right, whatever you do.
This time we returned with our Northern Lite truck camper and reservations for 3 nights of camping in the park. We were also joined by our son Cameron, and we were excited to share the adventure with him. After the long, desolate but beautiful drive across Wyoming, we settled into our first night camping at a dispersed site near Grand Teton National Park. The next day, we headed into Grand Teton National Park and spent a windy day taking in the scenery before finding a campsite near the south entrance to Yellowstone. The following morning, we were only 15 minutes from the park entrance and dove right into all of the beauty of America's first national park. One of the great things about having a truck camper is the ability to pull over and make home wherever you are. In this case, we wanted to spend the evening looking for wildlife in Hayden Valley, and being able to pull over and make dinner saved us the hassle of having to go back and find some place to eat or go to the campsite. We're here at our campsite, and I tell you, it's a beautiful area. Pretty dense with trees around here. It's a big site. The only downside is you might hear a generator running in the background. Thankfully, those are supposed to be shut off at night, but boy, it's still pretty loud. But we do have a nice little campsite here. It was a setup for a 30-foot RV, and it's an RV only, no tent is how they word it, although I think you could put a tent here and nobody probably say anything. So this is a pull-through site, but if you look behind me here, you can see it's a pretty steep ramp coming in here. It says it's for a 30-foot RV. We're 26 feet long and have plenty of clearance. Down on the ground here, there's a bunch of different scrape marks. There's scrape marks on every single tree, and every post here has some significant damage to it. I guess this is fairly typical of Yellowstone and the sites here. I am not sure that I should say that I'm proud to say, but I have left the highest mark, and I killed a mosquito. I've left the highest mark on this tree here. Totally caught me off guard, misjudged the turn, truck tipped a little bit, and I caught the roof rack, the front left post for the roof rack on that tree. I hit it, and I felt it, and heard it, and caught it, backed up, swung a little bit wider, and got through it. But yeah, that was not one of my brighter times here. We'll show you the damage here. Right up here is the roof rack. It's bent slightly rearward. There's a couple little scrape marks on it, not bad. A few wood chips, and ironically it's now bent to match the other side, which the previous owner had hit a branch and bent back. So I was going to fix the other side, and now that they match, maybe I'll just leave it. Another advantage of having a truck camper is being able to pull into most standard parking spots. This allowed us to get in and out of parking spaces where a larger RV might have had trouble. In this case, it allowed us to go down a road and park in an area where larger RVs were not allowed. Otherwise, we might have missed this cool petrified tree. One of our favorite places was the Lamar Valley. Here there are hundreds, maybe thousands of buffalo. While you see a lot of buffalo in Yellowstone National Park, it's pretty cool just to watch buffalo being themselves. And no visit to Yellowstone would be complete without a visit to Old Faithful and the Old Faithful Lodge. Yes, it's busy. There's a lot of people around and parking can be a hassle. But this is a classic, and the architecture of the lodge is amazing. Before we knew it, our time was up and it was time to head back home. But not before a quick and cool dip in Jackson Lake. We soon had Yellowstone and the Tetons in our rearview mirror, but we'll be back again soon, you can be sure of that. Take care everybody, and we'll see you out there.